Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz, once again playing some more of the incredible Empires of the Undergrowth. Wonderful to see you. How are you today? I'm very well, thank you very much. So last time we finally managed to beat the harvest on hard, which is great. What that means now is that we now have to do front line on hard. Now front line, if you cast your minds back many weeks, front line I did in my very first leaf cutter video, and I did it the first time on medium, so it's very different to the harvest, which took me several attempts. There's a couple of people who suggested that front line's a bit easier than the harvest on hard, and there's a few people who said that it's a lot harder than the harvest on hard. In particular, I suppose we've got that giant whip spider to worry about towards the end of the level as well. So I'm assuming he always comes out, so that's something to look forward to. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Before that, a couple of things to say. So don't everyone go asking for it, because it won't happen all that often, because they asked so very nicely. Verlene Campbell asked for a shout out, so there you go, Verlene, there is your shout out. And he's asked a couple of times. Gabe has asked me to try to pronounce his last name, and it doesn't look like that difficult of a last name to me, so I'm going to have a go at it. It looks like it's Gabe Kunzelman. That's what I'm going to go with. I'd have think about it, and I think it looks like a Kunzelman. So Gabe Kunzelman. Hopefully I got that right. Almost certainly I didn't, which is why people would ask me to do that, because they know I'm going to mess it up. So on we go then. Front line on hard with the stun mages. I think the taunts would be better for the army ants, but looking ahead to the whip spider and his little siblings, I'm thinking maybe the stuns again. Let's stick with the stuns. Let's see how we go. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to this. I've had a lot of experience with the harvest. I've had very little experience with front line. It's quite a terrifying thing.
This small leafcutter colony has established a foothold in a clearing near the base of a tree. Their location provides prime access to lucrative harvesting grounds which have gone
right, everyone get out here.
The past few weeks.
Where's their first
However,
big plant? Over there. Go for that then.
To the ants. The peace is about to be broken. A scourge is drawing in. In fact, no, go closer, because it's night time and there are things around. So you go over there. You do your thing. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to build... Where am I going to build it? Here. I'm going to connect it to that one for now. Here I'm going to build just 3 more workers to add to the worker group, so that we can send these 7 out. And I put them here so that we can extend... That is a worker group, isn't it? I made the assumption it was. It is, yes, good. So we can extend that when we get there. So they're putting down the eggs, so I'm going to swap those over now. In fact, I'm going to do it that way, because that's the way I actually need to do it. We do not have a leaf store. We do not have a leaf store. So let's put a leaf store here. I'm a bit concerned about going down too far at the moment. And then we need a refuse area as well. Let's make this our refuse area. Because we had everything else, I just assumed we'd have a leaf store. That was a very foolish assumption, obviously. So we're not going to put it right next to the entrance again, because people did point out that it still does slow down ants who walk over it. So we're going to avoid doing that. But we don't mind opening it up a little bit here, though, so we'll do that. The leaf stores are full, but they should be building some more in a moment. Is that because they're all down here? No, only 2 of them are. Or is this the 3rd one coming down now? It looks like it is, isn't it? So he's going to go off and build that leaf store. Down here we shall build waste. We may as well extend that out a little bit. In fact, we may as well just do that. Let's just do that. And then let's look at upgrading a few of those straight away to give us a bit more room, because there's lots of stuff out there foraging. There are also, I can see, there's also a baddie coming down. We could probably take him on, to be honest, and they have already. Okay. Oh, now there's a few more coming in. This is a bit more problematic. So let's get the rest of these built whilst they're there. Leaf stores are full again. That's because we're still waiting for them to be upgraded because they are still building these down here. Maybe we shouldn't have moved out the 7. Looks like we could have done with the 7. Let's move the 7 back in. It does increase our leaf growing capacity, but that seems to be hampered slightly anyway, doesn't it? So let's just do that. I'm a bit concerned about extending that anymore because it looks like we might break into these critters. I don't really want to do that any point soon. We do need to look at building more. That's our medias, and they're right next to that. Look, that's frustrating, isn't it? Okay, let's bring our medias into a group 2. Let's bring these over here, and then we'll extend this into a 19 to start with. How are we doing? There are crickets coming.
Of the nest, a legion of
that's not what I wanted to do.
Berkeley army ants are preparing.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah, it's all gone horribly wrong.
Camped late last night, and will now conduct daily swarming raids on the surrounding areas until they.
Okay, so
this humble
that hasn't gone too bad, has it?
Lie directly in their path.
So these things are tougher than I thought. That's a thing which happened. Right, that's those gone. Let's stick those back in there. Let's...
The army ants have arrived.
Build a few of these. Oh, they are there in force already, look.
Everything they find. Larvae-filled ant colonies are particularly ripe for culling. Only a substantial defensive...
We probably need some more workers as well, so let's do that.
The leafcutters must prove to the invaders that they are more trouble than they are worth.
And then, of course, we're going to need some majors as well at some point very soon, hopefully. I want to get some workers to get some more minims so we can try and cut down on that waste that's accruing. I'm going to try and stick to the sort of irregular nest pattern size for the moment. What have we got here? Just a little huntsman, that's fine.
Wide berth until it's time for them to relocate their nest.
Okay, let's go and start on this up here then. So the waste is going down. It is quite far away, the waste again, which is an issue we had last time, I think, but... Hello, that's dramatic. Oh, Oh, he's done. Okay, I thought he'd be tougher than that. Get on, minims. I'd forgotten this music. This music is fantastic.
Scouts will head out from the swarm frontier in search of live prey for the horde.
So what I might do here then is I might turn these guys attacking off, so only the medias get involved in the fighting. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Could I fit the majors up here maybe? Maybe I'll build the majors there. Just thinking it keeps it within close range. Oh, then it's far from the queen, I guess is the problem, isn't it? Then what, we go down there and attack whatever that is? Maybe not. Oh, another leaf cutter. Leaf cutter. Praying mantis. Let's try and get him. He devastated a few of our forces, didn't he? Are you? Oh no, you're on the plant, I see.
The army ants are extending their foraging activities. Space
Already? Already they're doing that. Whew. So I think the first day they're not going to come that close to us. I don't think we have to worry about it the first day, if I recall correctly. We are going to have to worry about them pretty soon the next day. I love the music. I absolutely love this music. I'm hoping that's not going to break into there, but we might.
An army ant scout has spotted the leaf cutters. It must not be allowed to report back to the swarm.
I don't think it is. I think we've taken care of it. Oh, this one hasn't. Why is he all the way down there? Oh, we're good. He's done it. He's done it. Don't worry, lads. Don't worry. Bum, bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. I love this music so much. I completely forgotten this music was a thing. I'm madly in love with it. Let's try and take care of this dude.
To escape, a battalion of
did we?
soldiers is inbound.
Oh god, we are screwed immediately. Everyone go fighting for this. Oh, and there's a praying mantis that's got involved as well, of course. Yeah, they rinsed that media. Everyone's getting caught up on that, so those ones are just dying. That's a very frustrating time to arrive, praying mantis. I'm not happy with that. It does count as wearing down this bar, which is something, I suppose, but not really a great thing. Because they are just absolutely rinsing us, look. And this is valuable leaf harvesting time as well. That's the other problem. So we might just about beat them, but it's going to cost us a lot. I'm telling them to go here for a second, just to try and get a few more troops. Like we can handle a 4-on-1 situation. Maybe not a 1-on-1. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh yeah, that was costly. That was costly. In fact, maybe we should look at getting... We've got 14 of each. We should probably think about doing our majors, shouldn't we? So if I bring these guys... Oh, where do I want to put them? Let's just send them back there a second. I think by the leaf store. I think that's going to be more important. So yeah, let's do this. Let's bring these guys inside. The medias, that is. Is night coming? Is that why that's gone dark? Or is that just an inside? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I think night's coming.
The ants have uncovered a Heterophrenus Battersea whip spider hiding beneath the leaf litter. This unnerving arachnid feels its way through the undergrowth with modified antenna-like forelegs. When it finds a target, it snatches forward with enormous pedipalps.
So this will be our our major store.
Spines.
Well, that's gone, is it? Okay, everyone go up there. There's our first major. We have very little leaf in. I wonder how long they were not doing that. That's another negative on me, isn't it? Sorry, everyone. So yeah, the leaf cutters, the army ants are starting to return because night is definitely arriving, which brings its own set of problems, of course. So taking care of the waste fairly well. I could do with them taking care of this leaf a little bit now. Now that it's there.
As dusk sets in, the army ant
I should have put my waste there and then my army ants down here, perhaps.
Forces are reconvening to join a
if I happen to not survive this, I think that's what I'll do next time. We'll try that.
For the atters, this is the perfect opportunity to stockpile leaves.
Yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. I mean, that's always the plan, I suppose. Let's get another major. Oh, I'm going to put it there. I was going to put it there, but that's fine. Whatevs. There's an enemy wandering around just there. Look, frustratingly, but he's not... Well, he's a little bit camera shy, isn't he?
The ants must fight.
And there's another one to derive there, look. I'm just going to ignore him, I think. We could do some leaf in the first instance. Oh, no, something's kicking off. Oh, it's done. It's done. Whatever it is, it's done. This plant's almost done as well. So we're on to our third big one there. What else do we have around? Lots of little ones here. Lots of little ones. Lots of little ones. Just lots of little ones. So there isn't much around here, is there? There's a few little ones up there, but nothing major. There's a couple of... Do they count as food? No, I don't think they do. Don't even get to them. So these are the next closest ones, and they're quite far away, really. Get another major going. I'm going to dig a little tunnel through there, just so it's a little bit closer for the minims to run through to get leaf there. Doesn't seem like much, but it might add up in the end. There's a couple of fights about to kick off here by the look of it. As soon as that guy started it, let's send them over there. Take care of that thing. So that one will be dead in a minute because he's pretty low on health. So let's deal with this one now. And then back to the leaves, boys. Back to the leaves. Leaves, leaves. Schleaves. So that's 6. We'll get 7, and then maybe we'll look at doing some more medias and maybe some more workers if we think they are. Waste this build. I suppose I waste this build not because we are creating ants, so that's the thing there, isn't it? What do we have down here? Lots of little ones again, really, isn't it? Nothing... There's a big one there, but it's pretty well defended at the moment. Blimey, that's quite close, though. Maybe in the morning, that's where we'll head immediately. Because this is almost done, this one, is it? Can't quite tell because of the... Oh, it's got a little bit of food there, a little bit still. And if we wanted to do some more workers, we can do this, I suppose, couldn't we? Doesn't look like that's going to breach up there, he says. Hoping that's the case. Leaf stores are getting full, so we need to look at extending this, but that's going to bring these in. So I might bring just the medias in. And then once we've got a couple of medias here, I'll extend this. And there we go. Now the medias. Oh no!
A whip spider hiding beneath the leaf litter. It will need to be.
Almost went horribly wrong. That's almost out of food there, though. So we do need to go somewhere else. So I guess we'll head up here in the first instance. Right, that thing's been taken care of, so they can go back down there. We can build some more leaf store. What I might do is I might dig a little tunnel through there as well, just so they got a quicker route for the nursery ants to get up there. That was gone, wasn't it? I think we left 10, we left 15, or 18 food up there. We can live with that 18 food. Should we go up here first, actually? Let's go up there first, I think.
The jungle stirs. The sound of panicked arthropods running from danger can be heard throughout the leaf litter, and the ant birds are circling overhead.
We do have 7 of those, so let's get a couple more medias on the go. Let's dig some more space out closer to the nest entrance, shall we? Oh, those aren't going to be joined up to start with. I'll have to wait till we've got a bit more food going. So these guys, I was hoping these guys would all run away. Are they doing that? I think they are. Let's send everyone down there then towards that next big plant. Immediately, yes, we are going to have to attack them today. Not that far in the future either, because we could do without them coming here. Leaf stores are full again. Are you mad? Are you mad?
The ants must defend themselves.
We could get a few upgrades in there. We should be fine. Well, there is a spiny cricket saying that. It's a bit more problematic, but there is a relatively sizable little army down there to deal with them. Let's get rid of that marker. There's another little one appeared. We probably will need to have a second group of meteors going, won't we, to act as a defense force for these lines, because, yeah, it's going to be a problem otherwise. And we are really going to need to start thinking about attacking those soon. And if we wanted to build a second group of meteors, where would we put them? That's a question, isn't it? Maybe we'd come off here. Because this can always go and fill this space down here, the waste. So I think if we do another group of meteors like up here, I think that'd be relatively sensible. Okay. So like before, we've got our gathering only, our gathering and attack. We've got a little bit of food, which we're going to need. So let's add these guys to this group. And let's bring them over here after they've killed whatever that is. Okay. Once we've got a little group over here, we'll go and harass these army ants and try and get this down before they come up here. What is that? Is that little army ant? Oh, it doesn't matter. He's gone. Doesn't matter.
The leaf cutters have been spotted by a scout. If it escapes,
I think we've got it. I think we got it. I think that was fine. I think that's that little one just there. So we've got a few people coming here now. So let's go and harass this line. See how we do. We've got a good bit of food. Could do with some more workers actually to get rid of some of that waste. Yeah, see, that's why we need a few more down here, because of these little things. So we're sending that line down, which is good. But they have absolutely rinsed through one half of our army there, haven't they? Maybe we'll just... Oh, okay, we're going to deal with that thing. We're going to build up a few more forces over here. And then we're going to go in again. So we need to try and keep that line down. Oh, we need to build some more workers. Fool. Let's see how this goes, then we're definitely going to have to build some more.
Spotted the leaf cutters. They must not be allowed to report back to the swarm.
Yeah, we're struggling here now, aren't we? And there's a spider there and everything. So that's what we... Oh, we do need workers, though. Minims is what I meant more than workers. Oh, there's still people harassing the army ants. I didn't realise.
The Atta soldiers managed to prevent the army ant scouts from returning to the swarm.
There's a few more scouts come down here.
Scout has spotted the leaf cutters. It must not be allowed to report back to the swarm.
I'm going to harass their lines down there now.
An enemy scouting troop has been overwhelmed by the Atta soldiers.
Right, let's start digging this out. I think night's coming again, isn't it? How's this plant doing? That plant's almost done is the answer to that. So we held them off there, that's fine. In fact, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring the mages in. I'm going to extend this worker nest up a bit further. So everything else looks fine and dandy. I'm guessing it's going to be 3 little whip spider things in here. So we will need a few troops on hand. Just trying to keep them moving until they... Oh no, it's not, it's just these little things. That's going to be fine. That's going to be fine.
These rove beetle larvae pose a serious threat to the minim workers. They will need to be exterminated quickly.
So let's build a few more worker
There are intruders
ants.
in the nest.
There are what? I think you're a bit late with that, aren't you? So we'll build a whole hunk of those just to get our minim numbers up a little bit. These guys are almost certainly finished up there. So let's send these guys down here now. Seem to find it a bit more awkward to micromanage this time. I am struggling a little bit more. Right. Let's get this second group of meteors on the go. And they will be stuck with our front line here. Oh, there's some leaf. Oh, there is some leaf. There's definitely some leaf coming in. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to rinse this area. That's the problem. We need those big plants to keep us going, and we don't.
As
Is he out already?
The army ferries the last of the day's spoils back to the
That's
bivouacs of the
a
Feast.
horrendous problem if he
They
comes
will
into
return
into
first
play.
night.
Huh, he says. Wasn't expecting him for a while yet. Let's get those in there for now.
The ants must fight.
We're fighting something. A giant praying mantis. 2s is what I wanted there. Let's turn the 3s marker off. There's a little beetle, and there's still this giant thing who's got huge amounts of health, look. If we can't deal with him, we're never going to deal with Big Boy over here. He's getting very... Oh, and there's a... This is the problem with the night. It just goes absolutely mental, doesn't it? Giant crickets. At least they're attacking the huntsman. We've got one of these little beetle things here. There's a giant harvestman come in. Is this thing done? That thing is done. Okay, that's something. Right. Blimey. We need to start looking at going somewhere else. Let's send the 1s there for the moment. 2s are embroiled in this huge fight going on. We are going to need them to start leaving there momentarily, though. Let's start sending the 1s and the 2s up there. Okay, so we're going to escape that. The giant whip spider seems to be staying just about out of our way for the moment. Just about. So what I might do, I think, is I might add those to those, and we'll use these as just our attack force, I think. And we'll turn their attack on, of course. So now everyone will get involved in the fight, but these guys are our sort of reactionary force. I'll send the 1s up there, shall we? That should be relatively safe for them. There's a few bits down there as well, actually. The 1s can go there afterwards. Do we need more workers? Our waste. Do we need to upgrade our waste? Oh, we do need to upgrade. It gets rid of stuff faster, doesn't it? I'd entirely forgotten about that. Let's do a lot of stuff down there then, because that'll help us out magnificently. There we go. Why wasn't that working? So these guys will be fantastically poisoned, but at least they will be upgrading them. So that's hugely expanded our stuff, and that should also should shrink it a lot faster. Right, what have we got? There's a bit up there, there's a bit up there. Oh, there's a bit down there, yeah. Go and get that stuff first, number ones. Yeah, that's massively started clearing it. I should have upgraded it long ago. Right, I wouldn't mind getting some more of these guys in. Or should we do some more medias, actually? We are going to need them for the next day. I'm not really upgrading much again, because I'm figuring that it's still numbers are key, really. Seems to be the general rule. Oh, waste is... Oh, look at that. That's shooting up. We might need to extend this a little bit. Let's do that. Oops-a-diddly. There's also a little bit up there. Someone wants to run up there and get that. The twos have stripped that area. So let's send the twos back over there. And the ones can head up there to get those very few bits that are up there. That's probably too much waste, but it's rather have too much than too little, I suppose. We are running dangerously close, dangerously low even, on leaf close to the nest now. We've cleared these areas out. We're going to have to start heading over here, which puts us in fairly dangerous territory. I'm assuming they're pretty much done up there. Well, there's a little bit on that one, but they don't seem to be worried about that. We're all just ignoring that.
The harvesting grounds is about to be cut short. The swarm has mobilized.
What swarm? Where are you guys going? Oh, I forgot about that whip spider. I think he's gone back in his nest for the evening though, so we're okay there. But the army ants do come up this way. That's more of a problem. I see lots of little things attacking us in these slightly further away routes, aren't there? Right, we have lots of food. Let's build some more majors. That should take care of... I might actually have to upgrade that waste a bit as well. We still have lots of it. Well, that should do us for that. Right, okay, this is where we come into problems. Because the twos are going to have to do nothing but attack, and there aren't really many of them around. Oh, here we go, there's a few more. Okay. Shouldn't have spent all that food, should I? That was potentially a mistake. Might have to give them a chance to... build a bit of food. It is getting there. Oh no, maybe it's not. Take it back. We can't really let them go because our ones haven't got any food to get, which is outside the range of these guys. Oh, this is looking a bit better. This is looking a bit better. Shall we do the customary... Where's the... There it is. That's what I like. Oh, there's the pesky little army ant. Look, there's one there. I think there's only one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, other way. Oh, that's a pretty cracking shot, isn't it? That's a pretty cracking shot. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. Yes. Look at their long, slender jaws, look. Their pesky, long, slender jaws. Okay. I hope you guys know that I only really do that for the thumbnails as well. Serves a very direct purpose.
The leafcutters have been spotted by a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape, they will call for reinforcements.
I mean, where are these scouts supposed to be, eh? So these guys we have to hope are going to be okay. We might have to add these guys to them to make sure, actually. Turn their attack back on.
The Atta soldiers managed to prevent the army ant scouts from returning to the swarm.
Our food's starting to build up a little bit as well. We don't have much leaf, though, which is a bit of a problem. We've almost just stopped this line here. Do they stop spawning as soon as they go below that?
After taking significant losses in their efforts to subdue the leafcutters, the swarm raiders have been pushed back. The leafcutters must press on to keep them at bay.
Well, let's take care of this sodding guy that's got involved here. And let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just head straight over here, guys. I imagine there'll be some fights on the way. You're just going to walk up there, are you? A few of you are going to get involved in little scuffles up there, but okay. Now, the main issue here is the distance from the nest, because any sort of reinforcements will take a long time to get here. But they're fairly spread out, the army ants, at the moment, which is a good thing.
An enemy scouting party has alerted the swarm to the presence of the leafcutters.
That's fine if they're down this way. I don't really care about that too much. Oh, this is why we're struggling a bit over here, because of this massive thing. He's just going to absolutely rinse us, but I can't really afford to let this go. This is awkward. And a few of them are coming out. Because if I can just get rid of them at this stage, then I don't need to worry about the fact that's doing that. So this is a gamble we're taking here, but I think a gamble that will hopefully pay off. They are slowly... That little one there is the problem, though, isn't it? But I think we're going to be okay here. If they come in small enough numbers, we can just pick away at them. Well, this is that group they were on about. So maybe we'll come over here and run after these guys and let them build up some numbers. We'll take care of these first. And maybe we'll have to go take care of this as well while we're there, because, yeah. Oh, is it night again? No, 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 no. I got so close. What on earth are we going to do now? And they're running away. Oh, problems. Problems, people. This is problems all over the place. Yeah, 'cause this thing here has absolutely destroyed us. Okay, army, deal with him. And then that whip spider is the one that's going to really wreck us next time. I mean, seriously, I thought you'd come up that way. Deal with that thing. Come on now. We got so close last time. So close. Why is it still going up? That seems unfair. Well, that thing's finally gone. We have a very short period to get a little bit of leaf. And there isn't much around, so it is going to be a little bit of leaf. Until the nighttime creatures come out. And most importantly, this whip spider is going to come straight up here. Straight up there. No mess, no fuss. Oh, there is something down there. Maybe we just go and attack him. No, that seems stupid. Yeah, we need to get some food in to get these numbers back up. Look, we're quite short on numbers at the moment. Oh, such a shame. We got so close to taking out those army ants. Just like an extra 5 minutes, I think, and we'd have been okay.
The battle has begun.
A battle has begun. Calm down. There's 2 jumping spiders and a mini mantis. And a huntsman. Okay, it is a few things. I'll take it back. Right, let's turn the one's attack off again.
The day is nearly
Oh god, this is the problem.
retreats, and a relative tranquility sets in across the rainforest floor.
3 jumping spiders have immediately started harassing our lines. He's back. If we get really lucky, if we get really lucky, he won't annoy us. But we are going to run out of food up here before then. There are so many little things arriving. Look at them all. So many little things arriving. It's so problematic. And here we go.
A fully grown whip spider has detected the presence of the leaf cutters. With supreme prowess, this gargantuan night hunter can knock back, swipe, and lance even the toughest major soldiers. A considerable sustained flow of resistance must be called upon.
Which we don't have because we don't have the food. Oh, this is it. This is it. I can't go anywhere else for food really either. It's so... And there's another whip spider down there. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Hope that the numbers I've got can take them out because I've only got 2 majors left. And there's another one got involved. Oh, blimey.
One of the foraging trails has drawn the attention of...
Oh, I know it has. I know it has. And there's a cricket around and there's a little larvae and... Yeah, we're basically out of ants now. We are basically out of ants. Well, that's that then. That bloody whip spider. That is so awkward. What could you do to combat that? Like, not go for these leaves? Just, like, ignore everything, like, from here upwards, maybe. Like, all of this. Ignore all of that and only go further for your leaves? It's really going to slow down your initial growth, though, isn't it? That's the problem there. Are they going to fight or are they going to kiss? It's hard to tell. I'm guessing they're male and female, because this one's got different coloured mandibles and a slightly different coloured body. Yeah, so I guess we won't actually lose the game, will we? Because nothing's actually attacking our queen. But nothing's going to bring in any food. We've only got 4 ants left. There's another whip spider. What's fighting there? Don't really know. Yeah, this third night's a killer. Like 3 whip spiders. Look at all the crickets around. So is the key to front line beating the army soldiers back before the third night even happens? Because I mean, this night is... It looks impossible, doesn't it? It's like, what, 4 whip spiders, including the big boy. But if you want to go and get this, if you want to get any food beyond this line, beyond here, you need to take out the army ants that are here straight away. You don't have the forces to do that to start with. So you have to go for this food. That's really awkward, isn't it? That's really awkward. So there isn't really much food you can sort of save for these night times to sort of stop you having to struggle through it. There's these two big ones here, but then you'll rinse through the rest of this so quickly. And again, if you don't go for those big ones, which are right next to your nest, your growth rate in the initial stages is just gone. Awkward. Awkward. I'm really not too sure what the tactic would be there, you know? Do you just make more of a concerted push during the first 2 days, or first day and night, and try and get rid of the army ants as soon as possible? Interesting. Well, let me know down below what your thoughts are there. If any of you have done it, do let me know any particular hints or tactics you might have. Now, there's only one person who said they've really had to go, and they really can't do it on hard, so they said. And they've had several attempts, so any help would be much appreciated, of course. I'm going to leave that there on this. I'm not going to say monumental failure, because I think it went okay, really. Let's just turn off their attack, their gathering. Let's just sacrifice our last 11 ants, shall we? Yeah, not monumental failure by a long shot. I think we did it. There's some definite rookie mistakes at the beginning. I realised that. Definite rookie mistakes we could have done without, but overall, not bad. And we got relatively close to getting rid of the army ants. We got them down to about where they started, I suppose, if you want to look at it that way. So it could have gone better, don't get me wrong. We could have won the level, but we didn't. But we got fairly close, so I'm not too perturbed by that, really. But I would be interested to know, like I say, any hints, tips you have. If you've enjoyed the video, do click the like button. It really does help me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. I say as soon as I see them, that's kind of a lie these days. I get a lot of comments on the Empires of the Undergrowth videos, so it does take me a little bit of time to catch up with them. For example, I've pretty much only just about today caught up with the comments from the last video, so it can take me a few days to get there, but I will get there. Don't worry about it. Don't fret yourselves too much. Don't forget, I do stream every Wednesday at 6 PM, and it would just fill me with joy to see some of you there to say hello. So one ant there. Why is he in there? Is he just stuck? I think that one ant's just stuck. I'd love to see you there when I stream on Wednesday. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth, where we'll have another attempt, another crack at front lines on hard. Tricky one. Let's just have a quick look over here. I mean, yeah, their initial numbers are quite astonishing, really. Like, you'd need a fairly sizable force to take out those. And even after the first few have gone, it's pretty similar. Lots of soldiers, not many workers, mainly soldiers, really, isn't it? There's a little worker, a little scout. Oh, I suppose that's the worker. That's the scout. That's the worker, and that's like the media. Is it classed as a major? I don't know how big the army ants get even. Yeah, there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll see you next time, and as always, thank you very, very much for joining me.